Morning, kids. Hope everybody is good on this Thursday, day after Wednesday, day before Friday. Yeah, I can read a calendar. Anyway, I hope everybody's doing good. Hope your week's going smooth. Hope everything is cool. I'm glad you're here. If you've been here all week, you know we're kind of talking about obedience this week. This is my theme for the week is obedience, because sometimes I think we're a little light on obedience. I think that I think folks, kind of like we were talking about in yesterday's episode. I think a lot of times people say, well, I kind of did what I was supposed to do. I was kind of obedient. Yeah, that's not enough. That's still disobedient. So I'm just saying. I know it's hard. But anyway, our opening scripture this morning is a really, really long one. Out of the KJV, it's John 14:15. If ye love me, keep my commandments. That's it. Read this morning. Those 7 words right there, Jesus didn't leave much wiggle room, did he? We sing about loving Jesus. We talk about loving Jesus. We put scripture on our walls, crosses and tattoos and all those good things, around necklaces around our neck, back windows of cars, unless you dedicated it to somebody. And I'm going to tell you, let me go ahead and this. And if you do this, fine. If it works for you, fine. When I go home, when the Lord sees fit to draw me, pull me, call me to the house, please, do not make a sticker and dedicate the back window of your car to me. I'm just saying, please don't do that. And if you do that, I'm not making fun of you. I mean, I kind of am, but I can appreciate, that. I'm sorry. Don't dedicate your window to me. Please. Anyway, we talk about putting loving Jesus. We put scripture on our walls, crosses around our neck, and Christian sayings all over social media. None of those things are really wrong, but Jesus gave us a much simpler test. If ye love me, keep my commandments. Drop. It's pretty simple. Love for Jesus isn't merely emotional. It produces obedience. Now understand this. We don't obey Christ to earn salvation. Salvation is by grace through faith. We obey him because we belong to him. And there's a world of difference. Grace isn't permission to live however we please. Remember I said that one day? Grace ought to make a redeemed sinner say, Lord, you gave yourself for me. How could I not give my life to you? So maybe the question today isn't that, do I love Jesus? Ask this instead. Does the way I'm living, listen up, does the way I'm living look like I love Jesus? What them optics like? We can say a lot of things. Talk's cheap. I've always heard that. I'm talking to y'all, and some of that stuff wasn't cheap, but talk's cheap. Obedience puts feet on our profession. It puts us on the path. It puts us walking with him. See what I did there? Feet, walking. Makes you kind of clever every now and then. Or when you got help. Anyway, it's some of this week, as I've thought about it, some of the stuff this week has just really been kind of the, some of it's a lot of the get out of your own way kind of stuff, because when we let our worldly mind get in here and try to think that we know what we're doing, that you don't need to follow that. You can do that a little bit. No, you can't. You can't. Anyway, so our closing scripture is going to be in 1 John, chapter 5, verse 3. For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous. And there you have it. That's your Thursday on Morning Kids. So keep looking. Be looking out for us. We'll be shooting some full interviews here pretty soon. Sorry I hadn't got one to you. Just things have been hectic. You know, I had a couple that had to push off for surgeries and different things like that. It's just been that, and we did kind of a redesign on the other half of the studio that you can't see, and so yeah, we've been making some changes, gradual changes to the deal here, and hopefully here pretty soon we're going to have some full episodes up where we have some good conversations. I've got a few pastors on deck that are coming to talk to us. I got a couple I'm still trying to talk to. I've got a couple of my musician buddies I may have on just to talk about their music. They may not necessarily be Bible talks, but there will definitely be interesting things to hear and talk about. So anyway, stay tuned. There'll be more stuff coming on, and don't forget, hey, coming out. Hopefully, we'll have a release date on it pretty soon. A drop date for the book. Got one of those coming. So anyway, have a good day. Almost lost my train of thought there. Go like, share, comment. You know, give us a rating on Apple. All the good things and stuffs, and share us out and follow the pages on everything. We're on it, all of it. I'm not even gonna list it, but yeah, do all the things. Anyway, tell somebody about Jesus today. All right, peace. Have a good one.